Kids on the 5.3 and 1340 where hip hop and R&B live. We're rocking with your boy DJ D Soul, and y'all, we are continuing our interviews of basically the history of hip hop and NWA. And we got somebody here special today. DJ Mixx Tenn is in the building, been putting in work for years. I know you got a lot to add to the story. Mixx Tenn, we appreciate you being here first off, man.
Man, I really appreciate it, man. It's a blessing to be here, man. For real, man. You know, it took a while for me to get up in this studio, man.
They should have a solo. My man, Mixx Tenn, my man. You don't make some magic happen, man. Yeah. We so appreciate it. Mixx Tenn, let everybody know how long you been doing your thing up here, how you get involved in the hip hop scene, and what exactly do you do?
Yeah, man. I've been up here since 2002, over 21 years. I started DJing when I moved up here. And man, it's just been my dream, man, just to become a DJ. And I knew that this would be the spot to do it because at first I didn't know too much about Northwest Arkansas. I just thought it was just, you know, the home of Walmart. I didn't realize that Tyson Foods was up here, JB Hunt. I didn't know all this stuff was it, including the University of Arkansas. I didn't know that. I always thought the U of A was in Little Rock, man. For real. You know what I'm saying? So that's how out of touch I was at the time when I moved here. But then.
And you from Memphis, so everybody.
I'm from Memphis, man. Born and raised. You know, I always rep the M-Town, man. You know what I'm saying? North Memphis.
North.
Yes, sir.
Straight up. I always tell you this story, Mixx Tenn, if you remember, but I gotta let everybody know this listening. Back when I was in college, I'm a Pike, and I had to book a DJ. We had a big party, and I told him, man, I was getting a haircut. And the DJ I keep hearing about is doing all the big things, and it was you. And I booked you for a Pike party way back in the day. Didn't know nothing about you, called you, there was no communication. You came and rocked that thing with just the most randomest thing, and then years later, you know what I'm saying, we talking like this.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did some in parties back then. I can't remember all of them that I did, man. But let me say something off top, man. I remember hearing you on Power 92 in Little Rock, just driving through there, man. I heard you like a few times just driving through there, driving to Memphis and back from Memphis, man. So I knew about you back in the day too, man.
Wow, I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Mixx Tenn, tell us about that music scene. So you say you moved up here from Memphis, didn't know a lot about what's going on in Fayetteville. So what was things like in Fayetteville then?
It was dead, man. To be honest, it was dead. Because the first time I moved when I moved up here was in Bentonville.
Okay.
Now, you know, that was,
it
wasn't nothing up there when I moved up there, man. You know, I was just lost, man. I felt like I was the only black dude up in there. You know what I'm saying? But I ended up meeting a couple of cats, and I ended up finding out about a barbershop up there, the Bentonville Clippers. Shout out to Brian and Chris, if y'all listening, man. But yeah, I started getting my hair cut up there, and then started looking for a job. And then I ended up finding a job down here in Fayetteville, working at Superior Industries. That's when I started, I met a couple more brothers there, by the way. That's when I started hearing about this spot and that spot, and you know, I started to make my rounds. But going back, before I get too far, I started working for this guy named Mike Chase. He's like he was the king mobile DJ.
Okay.
And he was doing a lot of school dances, weddings, and he built these cases, and he put all these CDs in there. And you had to load them up, man, with like 2-wheelers and stuff, man, out of his trailer, and that was hard work, man, back then. So I learned a little something from him then. And then once I started getting the feel of what's going on around the Fayetteville, the parties, what's popping on certain nights, I kept hearing about Thursday nights at George's, right next door. And I heard a little bit about Derek, DJ Derek. Shout out to DJ Derek. Yeah. That was the first time I saw CDJs. Okay. I did not know they existed. I can't get the words out, but once I saw him DJ on CDJ, I'm like,
the J is the game.
yeah. But you know, at the same time, I still wanted to DJ on vinyl you know what I'm saying, just, you know, doing the OG thing. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how much, you know, I love the music. I love the DJing, man. And just seeing it, not from the hometown, but when I was in the Navy, from 96 to 2000 in Virginia, you know, the DMV area, like DC, Maryland, and Virginia, seen some dope DJs there too, man. So, you know, I was like, man, I have to start doing this one day. Basically, you know.
You ended up doing it. That's
yeah, man.
So, Mixx Tenn, talk about the first DJs that you seen here in Fayetteville doing hip hop, and then tell us about the first artist that you seen really trying to do something. So, from the DJ perspective, who was the first one you seen playing hip hop in Fayetteville?
Okay, so I gotta give a shout out to Dre Buggs, because he's the first actual DJ that I came across, but I didn't see him DJ, you know, first. I just met him. He was the first DJ I actually met here, and he was working for another station here in the area.
I interned for him.
Okay, bet. Bet.
Like
See, man,
crazy.
hey, man, it's like connecting the dots around here, man. You know, it's definitely a lot of history around here for real, man. That's awesome, man. But yeah, DJ Derek was the first DJ I actually saw DJ. Like, cutting it up on the CDJs, I couldn't believe it, man. And then I started seeing I started making my rounds, DJing, and believe it or not, I started DJing at the barbershop.
Okay.
I was DJing Skills Unlimited. Shout out to Phil Mason out there. And I met Big Bull too, man, because he was the one that was, you know, throwing the parties and stuff, doing the Thursday nights at George's. So it was Derek, and then I saw Short Fuse. I just started meeting all these cats, man. Shout out to M Bowles, because they've been doing it for a while here, you know, playing hip hop. Not just hip hop, but, you know, a lot of EDM and house and all that stuff, man. And the first artist, actually, I was their DJ for a couple of years, Sound Child Crew.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Sound Child Crew, man. They gave me a shot. Yeah, they were doing some dope stuff, man. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting, you know, some other people, man. But yeah, Sound Child Crew, they was putting in their work, man, and, you know, I have respect for them. I couldn't really understand, you know, all the work they was putting in at the time, but, you know, yeah, they really did their part to, you know, put the Northwest Arkansas hip hop on the map. You know?
Let me tell you this, I gotta give Sound Child Crew, yourself, DJ Derek, to see the groundwork that y'all was putting in and to see where it is today, like, it's so unbelievable. And I know how hard it had to be at that time, trying to make stuff jump, just trying to even get booked. You know what I'm saying? I know just how tough a road that was. And man, what do you think about how it changed and where we're at now in hip hop?
I think with social media popping up, it helped, you know, change a lot of it. Because, you know, a lot of artists, you know, they started to, you know, put their music, you know, online through social media. And there was a lot of people moving here also, trying to build something here, you know, with the hip hop culture, you know. I didn't realize a lot of talent that was here, to be straight up, man. There was no showcases being thrown around here, man, at the time. You know, it was just, you know, people doing what they do. You know, it was just, yeah, social media played a big part. And then once people, I guess when some people started seeing Sound Child do their thing, you know, it gave them the thought, like, yeah, I can be out here doing this thing too. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, you know, you gotta shout them out.
Straight up.
Yeah.
That's so dope. You were telling me a really cool story I want everybody to check out. You and Sound Shower really had some motion and were doing a lot of stuff back then. Tell us about the big event that y'all went to.
Oh man, let me tell you, we got nominated for Southern Entertainment Awards.
Yeah.
And back then they was having the Southern Entertainment Awards in Tunica, Mississippi,
Yeah.
which is like an hour from Memphis. You know what I'm saying? And I got nominated for a couple of awards. I couldn't tell you which ones I got nominated for, but yeah, it was an honor, man, just to be there. I remember seeing a lot of artists that was somewhat hot at the time. Even Yo Gotti put up in a two-door white Benz, man, at the spot, man, down there in Tunica, man. We had a big party there off of Bill's Club 380, which is like toe down now. Home, you know, just being home, period, man. You know, but yeah, they was nominated for Southern Entertainment Awards. I think they was, if I remember correct, I think they performed at one of the awards one of those years, man, because they was nominated for awards like 2 years in a row.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, that was just an honor, man. I just couldn't believe it. I was nominated for anything. You know what I'm saying? So that made me feel like, yeah, I am doing something. I am, you know, putting some stuff in motion here. You know, at times it didn't feel like it, but, you know, I had people, I used to make mixed CDs too, and I used to sell them as Skills Unlimited too, man, and people would just come in and just buy CDs every weekend. I was there DJing, and at times I wasn't there, I was able to leave my CDs there, so people would come in at any time to buy them.
Yeah.
And to this day, somebody out of the blue just message me and they tell me they still got one of my mixed CDs, man, which is like straight up unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you contributed to the scene up here.
Exactly.
You were talking about the award show, but just to get nominated from this part of Arkansas, because back then it's Little Rock, you know, that's all everybody knew. But to be from here and to actually go somewhere and be recognized, you know what I'm saying, for that work. Something else I gotta give you credit for too. Bro, you know, I'm from Conway, 20 miles from Little Rock, but we didn't see people DJing in barbershops. Like, and then I come up here and I'm like, that's a thing? Like, I didn't know nothing about that, you know what I'm saying? So, bro, like, straight up, credit for your contributions and, you know what I'm saying, what you did for the game up here, for real, bro.
Man, I appreciate it.
Groundwork in, straight up, you appreciate it up here, for real, brother.
Yeah, and I want to say when it wasn't my idea to DJ at the barbershop, it was Phil's idea, and it was 3 of us that started doing it. And I became the last man standing because that's how much I love doing what I do, man. And you know, I was just gaining traction from doing that, man. And I just started doing stuff on Dixon, and you know, just getting my name out there like that, man. But you know, if I was to stay focused, you know, during those times, because you know, I was just, you know, out there.
Yeah.
You know, ain't no telling how you know, where I would be right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still here. I'm still doing it. I still love it, and you know, hopefully I can put a lot of artists that's, you know, that's really trying to break through. You know, I want to get them outside of Northwest Arkansas, so you know, the other DJs and you know, all the other people that's in the industry, they can hear what's going on here in Northwest Arkansas.
And that's what I love. We're talking about the history of it and then trying to connect and build the future of it as well.
Exactly.
Mixx Tenn, man, we appreciate you being here. Anything else, Mixx Tenn, anything else you can think of, any big moment, because I don't want you to forget anything, but just anything you can think of off the top of your head before you get out of here. It was a big moment in hip hop in Northwest Arkansas for you.
Man, I just want to, it's not really, well, the big moment for me is just to be a part of the hip hop scene here in Northwest Arkansas. And for me to be doing it over 20 years is truly a blessing. I want to shout out everybody that gave me a shot at DJing at their events, parties, wedding receptions. I mean, whatever you can think of. I want to shout y'all out. It's too many of y'all to shout out, but I just want to shout y'all out, and I want to give a shout out to my son and my wife, Teresa, out there, man. So we have a history, man, ups and downs, but I'm just thankful that she's in my life, because I wouldn't be where I am right now without her. You know what I'm saying? That's real. Oops, sorry. I almost said it. Sorry, but yeah, you get what I'm saying, man. You get what I'm saying, though.
I got you. Man, I want to tell you again and give you your flowers, Mixx Tenn. You are a legend up here. Hey, we appreciate everything you did for the game, and we appreciate you telling your story and letting everybody hear it and just hear the story of hip hop up here. But once again, thank you, brother.
Hey, man, I want to thank you, man, because you still holding it down, man, for the generation now too, man, with the hip hop and doing all these showcases, man, and just giving all these artists a chance to to shine, and hopefully we can both just elevate these artists, man, and just take them to where they need to be, just around the world internationally.
Keep building. I'm with it. Y'all, we're gonna keep these interviews going. Don't interview Mixx Tenn. Once again, we appreciate you. Y'all tap in tomorrow. This is Kit for 5.3, 1940.